Hi folks, welcome to Dutchy Cooking, where today we're going to be making this British classic chicken tikka masala. It's Dutch oven cooking, cast iron cooking, live fire cooking, or you're just here for the recipes. Don't forget to subscribe. So first off, we need to make the marinade for the chicken. I've got 2 garlic cloves I'm going to peel and chop finely. Next is a good thumb sized piece of ginger. I'm going to just use a spoon. I'm just going to take the skin off this and cut the dry end off. Then I'm going to chop it into a rough dice. So everything's now ready. Now it's time to make the marinade. So in a bowl I've got 2 tablespoons of natural yogurt. To this I'm going to add the garlic, the ginger, got 1 tablespoon of oil, 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, half a teaspoon of garam masala, 1 teaspoon of ground coriander, half a teaspoon of chili powder, 1 teaspoon of paprika. I like to use smoked paprika, and 1 teaspoon of salt. Everything's in the bowl, just need to mix this all together. So I've got 2 chicken breasts. These are the supreme chicken breasts, which are a bit larger than normal. And I want to cook these into a fairly big dice. I want fairly big chunks of chicken for this. So each piece will roughly go into 3 to 4 pieces. So I'm just going to get these back into the bowl. We're going to cover our chicken with the marinade we've already made. So we'll give it a good mix in. Now I'm going to put this in the fridge for 8 hours. After 8 hours, I'm just going to load them onto the skewer. I'm going to divide this bowl equally between 2 skewers. While we've been prepping the chicken and getting it loaded onto the skewers, I've got my charcoal and my tandoor getting up to temperature. So here goes our chicken tikka into the tandoor. This is going to take around about 10 minutes to cook. We're probably running at about 300 degrees C. This is about halfway through the cooking time. So there we have it, our chicken tikka is done. It's got that nice char on. So now it's time to make our sauce, or gravy as it's called. Just going to get a cast iron pan on. I've got 2 tablespoons of oil. I've got 1 medium onion which has been finely chopped. I'm just going to let this cook away in the oil. We're going to cook this for about 10 minutes until it's just starting to turn brown. So I'm going to make a well in the middle again. Into this we're going to add 2 chopped garlic cloves. One tablespoon of chopped ginger. And we're just going to cook this out now for about 2 minutes. After 2 minutes we're just going to combine it all in together. The next thing to do is start adding our spices. Then to this now we're going to add half a teaspoon of turmeric, 1 teaspoon of paprika, again I'm using smoked paprika, 1/4 teaspoon of garam masala, 2 teaspoons of ground coriander, half a teaspoon of chilli powder, and 1 teaspoon of salt. We get all these combined together. And we're just going to cook these spices out now. I'd say it's going to be about 2 minutes. So after 2 minutes our spices are cooked out. Just takes the rawness and the bitterness flavour off them. So to this I'm going to add 1 chopped tomato. And then we're going to let this cook down for about 5 minutes until they kind of go to a pulp. And to this I've got 200 ml of chicken stock. And 2 tablespoons of natural yogurt. Combine it all in. This is starting to look like the chicken tikka, the sauce we know. And now I'm going to let this cook for about 15 minutes. I want it to start thickening up. So after 15 minutes, this is our curry sauce. So our chicken's done. We're going to add this to the sauce. I'm just going to combine it in. We're going to leave the chicken cooking for another 2 minutes just to warm through. So that's our chicken tikka masala done. To go with this, we're going to need some bread. So I'm going to make a roti. I'm going to flour the board. The recipe is going to be below for this dough. All I want to do now is roll it out so it's about 2 millimeters thick all over. I've had a flat plate warming on the tandoor. I've just got some oil on it. So I'm just going to chuck the roti on. And now I'm going to brush it with some melted butter that's got garlic and coriander in. So this is what we want to see. We want to see these bubbles starting to appear. So I'm going to turn it over and coat the other side in the butter, garlic and coriander. Once again you can see the bubbles starting to appear in the dough. I'm just going to flip it back now just to cook that butter off. And that's our roti ready. So I'm calling this a British classic. There is some arguments about its originality. Some people say it's come from the Punjab and other people say it was first made in Glasgow in Scotland. But here we have some moist chicken. The flavour of that gravy is amazing. The roti bread's got a bit of a snap to it. This has got to be one of my favourite curries. If you like what we're doing here at Dutchy Cooking, please subscribe and don't forget to hit that bell.